Welcome into Double T Insider. Thanks so much for joining us today. Taylor Peters alongside Adam Doyle. Texas Tech volleyball, a huge weekend for them. They tack on another conference victory. After hosting TCU, they take that one 3-1. And we've talked about her every single week, Adam, but Emily Hill just continues to prove herself as a huge member of this Texas Tech volleyball team.
Right, she stepped up in a big way and has kind of solidified herself as the offensive leader on this team. 4 double-doubles in Big 12 play. She got another one against TCU. 18 kills, but the 17 digs was the biggest part of it. Coach said that the defense was really the key, and he's a defensive-minded coach. Obviously, a couple big matches. Got to take care of things at home, and top 25 teams litter the rest of their schedule.
And freshman Allison White, we want to mention her. She led the team in blocks with 5, still continuing to build some momentum for Texas Tech volleyball, but not quite the same luck seen by Coach Stone and Texas Tech soccer. They host a top 25 team in Oklahoma State last weekend, and they drop in a tough decision to them 1-0. But what do you think that this says about this team hopefully being able to respond as they go back on the road?
Well, Coach Stone said it after this one. I mean, clearly disappointing. Top 25 team, great environment out there at the Walker. But it's just, you know, the way things maybe went a little bit last year. He said after this match, we just can't find the back of the net. We've had so many opportunities. The other team finds a way to score in the 69th minute, but we're not able to. That's okay. That thing, you know, that'll come around. It'll find the back of the net eventually. Still a lot to play for in conference play.
And another tough weekend for Texas Tech football, too, on the road at West Virginia. They fall 46-35, but still some bright spots. TJ Vasher getting his first career touchdown, and 2 touchdowns, I should say.
Right, 2 catches, 113 yards, 2 touchdowns. I don't know how you could be more clutch than that. He was, of course, the diamond in the rough in this game. Same thing can be said for soccer and for football. A lot left to play for still as Big 12 play continues, and a lot of good opponents still ahead.
And the first career interception, too, for Desmond Smith. Interception, a turnover, a fumble recovery in every single game this year, so the defense still continuing to build momentum. Stay with us. We'll talk more Texas Tech defense coming up in just a little bit on Double T Insider.
Double T Insider is brought to you in part by Plains Capital Bank. Bank with confidence. The Red Raider Club. Your support, their effort, our fearless champions. Texas Farm Bureau. Register today for your chance to deliver the game ball and receive a VIP experience at a Texas Tech home football game. Contest details available at texastech.com.
So nice yardage on first down, right back to the line of scrimmage, and then dragged down to the turf on the next snap. Broderick Washington, the defensive tackle.
Welcome back into Double T Insider. Adam, you and I have talked so much about just the progress of this defense and how far they've come. A takeaway in every single game this year, 15 total on the season. But I think it's the unsung heroes that are really the ones that we should be talking about. It's the defensive line. It's the guys like Eli Howard and Big Mike and Broderick Washington that are making such a big difference in the pressure that they're able to put on the quarterback so that guys like Tony Jones and Dakota Allen are able to make big plays.
I think unsung heroes is a great way to put it because Broderick Washington, 17 tackles, 2 sacks. He's got a forced fumble this year, and you've talked about all the turnovers that this defense has created. The defensive line, especially nose tackle, defensive tackle, those guys aren't what you're focused on when you're watching the game, but they provide pressure early and often. They allow the guys from the outside to get home.
Another member of that defensive line is Taylor Nunez. We had a chance to catch up with him earlier this week on Outside the Huddle. You're watching Outside the Huddle, brought to you by Southwest Bank. Taylor Peters alongside Taylor Nunez. Taylor, there are too many newcomers on this team to name all of them, but is there one in particular from this defense that really stand out to you, or from the defensive line in particular?
It's really hard to decide, one in particular because so many guys have been stepping up, but definitely Eli Howard, Colin Hill, Broderick. Mike has done amazing inside, holding up those double teams and really making it easier for those linebackers. As a whole, really, the whole D-line has stepped up. It's so much different than it has been since I've been here.
So many new guys on the line, but obviously a new defensive line coach and Coach Jameson, his first season. How have you seen him sort of come in and just, get right to work with you all and kind of mesh with what Coach Gibbs is wanting to do defensively?
He's just so humble and respectful to all the guys, and everyone just wants to work for him. He doesn't even have to really yell at us. If he gives us like a look, we're like, oh, we messed up. So, and on top of that, he's very technique sound. So something really small that no one would notice, he gets onto us for it and then tells us how to make us better. And I think that's what makes him a great coach.
You look at this Iowa State team, and they don't give up a lot of turnovers. And when you look at this Tech defense, 15 takeaways so far on the year, at least 1 turnover in every single game this season. Obviously, Coach Gibbs making a huge emphasis of that. I like this matchup between this defense and this Iowa State offense. How do you all hope to continue that trend this weekend?
Well, Coach Gibbs shows us on film, when they're loose with the ball in certain situations, and we were always stripping the ball. That's who we are as a defense. That's our identity. So I know that running back hasn't let go of the ball very much, but it's going to happen this week.
I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit. And when we had Outside the Huddle with Paul Stayworth, he said that the offensive line kind of has a strange talent and they can all sing. So he said that they kind of have that church choir thing going. Is there something like that you guys have with the D-line?
No, we definitely don't try to sing. I wouldn't say that they're the best singers, but they try. We definitely have dancers, though. Mike Thomas is a great dancer. He's not the guy that you would want to be out there dancing, but he's just so confident in himself. He makes us laugh. He makes practice fun. So
yeah, Big Mike can throw it down, can he? We all saw that in that video.
Yeah, he was the one that said, I'm the guy that's going to be in the middle. So we were like, let's go.
I love it. Well, best of luck to you all this weekend. And don't forget, for any information that you need for Texas Tech football, just head on over to texastech.com. For Taylor Nunez, I'm Taylor Peters, and this is Outside the Huddle. 5 tackles for a loss, 4 sacks for a loss of 39 yards on Saturday. And like we mentioned, one of those coming from Broderick Washington. Willie Sykes, a guy who surprised us all a little bit, another sack for him. And then we mentioned earlier Desmond Smith with an interception. And we've talked a little bit about just how many guys can impress you and come out and have a big day. But who surprised you, who impressed you on Saturday?
I'm going to go a group instead of just one individual, and it's the defensive line like we've been referencing. Broderick Washington stepped up along with the rest of this defensive line, and they provided a lot of pressure. And you talked about the sacks, but not just that, it was stopping the running game from West Virginia. Listen, they've had success running the ball against everybody, and we know Dana Holgorsen has predicated this offense on running the ball. They gave us a chance to win the game, and they've done it all year. We continue to see that. We're going to get a lot more wins.
We're moving in a little bit into basketball season now, and still to come on Double T Insider, we get a chance to put a mic on head coach Chris Beard with Red Raider basketball. We'll tell you what happened coming up next.
Drive it around him, go down the lane, find Gray, two-hand dunk for Justin Gray.
Welcome back into Double T Insider. Adam, you've had a chance to spend a lot of time with this men's basketball program, and now as Coach Beard is headed into his 2nd season at the helm, how have you seen him sort of change the culture of the Red Raider basketball program?
I'm not going to say that teams in the past haven't been focused, but there is a renewed focus around this program, and that 4-to-1 mindset that he has consistently, harped on in his last year. But this is year 2. They're not implementing anything anymore. This is fine-tuning, and especially defense has been a key for this group so far. We got a chance to throw a mic on Coach, and you see just how serious and how focused this group is.
Today is pivotal. We take a step back today, we might never get it back. Today is the most important day that we've had to this point, bar none. One thing that's got to be a given, fellas, is all-out effort. If you're not willing to play as hard as you possibly can, we're fooling ourselves in this league. Okay, fellas, baseline. Let's go baseline. Baseline, Z, free throw. Good. All right, black, white, black with Augie, white with Al. Z, Tommy right here, defense. White ball. Hold hands. Tommy's yelling hole, Z's yelling stop the ball.
Hey guys, coming down here. Go.
Get back, Justin. In the hole, in the hole. Fake at him. Make him pass it. Good, Justin. Nothing. All right, now Tommy, we're gonna snake it. So this guy gets up top on you, a lot of space, and it's a lazy down, so he's way back here. Tommy, kind of change your angle. You're trying to get a piece of me. Like if I'm here, you can just get a piece of me, regular screen. But now when I start getting up here, just kind of turn it and get another piece. When he snakes it, right after he snakes, he's gonna go there. You just turn around and you run right to the rim. So as you're going down the lane, Keenan, basically to the rim at that angle, you still got the pick and roll, and then we got a lift if we have a corner or open side we want. Good, Morrow. Motion. Let's get a shot. Shot. First three. Rover. Good, Norts. Way to talk, no? Okay, we'll go NBA passing, white here, black down here. We'll go pick and roll 1 minute on the right, pick and roll 1 minute on the left, 4-man groups. Guards, a little bit of pace so you use it right into motion. Let's go. Buck out. Bounce, Zach, bounce, bounce. Space. Left, Nemo. Dump it in, nice. Get back. Motion. You can score on these. Get back.
Who's back?
Roller. Next group. Good, Nemo. Pass fake. Pass fake, Nemo. Pass fake. Handle the pressure, Keenan. Like a pro. Handle the pressure. Down, Zach, down the catch. Triple threat. Pass fake, good. Wide on the line. Long strides. Keenan, free throw. Baseline, let's go. Let's go. 5 black, step out.
Keenan Evans and Zach Smith, preseason all Big 12. Justin Gray, I'll throw his name in there too. Those are all players that we can expect to see big things from this year. They've been consistent for Tech men's basketball in the past. What do you hope to see from them?
Desperation. To be honest with you, they've had a underlying motto this year, which is finish. And this team just needs to be able to get over the hump with 2 minutes left to play. They were able to do it 2 seasons ago. They weren't really able to do it last year. And this league always comes down to the last 2 minutes. That'll be the nature of this season. Can they finish games? And those guys are seniors this year. Back against the wall, can they finish for this team and elevate it to the next level?
We obviously saw kind of the mentality of practice that Coach Beard is implementing, but do you feel like that has heightened the sense of urgency, sort of?
Yeah, I think so, and that's just the nature of Coach Beard. He's very urgent. This group has been working tirelessly this offseason to get better and to continue to grow as a unit, and I think that they finally got that put together. Just a name to throw out there that I want everybody to be looking for, Zaire Smith is a freshman in this group. No one has put in, at least from what I've seen, more work than this young man, and he is extremely talented. He doesn't have quite the height that Zach Smith does, but he can jump higher than him. We will see him do some special things, and he's put the work in to earn the playing time that he'll get this year.
Anybody else that you are thinking is maybe going to have a breakout season this year?
Noren Sodiase. I mean, why not? A guy that has been injured and banged up the last 2 seasons. We need a physical presence to kind of set the tone down low. Expect him and Tommy Hamilton to do that for this team.
Well, we flipped the script a little bit and talked some Lady Raider basketball after the break. Head coach Candy Whitaker has been playing basketball in West Texas since she was just a little girl in her hometown of Canyon. We revisit the place where it all started for her next on Double T Insider.
A really physical battle here tonight.
Caldwell pulls back, knocks it down, her 4th 3 of the night. She's got 12.
Welcome back to Double T Insider. When Lady Raider basketball coach Candy Whitaker picked up a ball for the first time, she was just a kid in her hometown of Canyon, Texas. She had big dreams of becoming a Lady Raider, and now after 20 years, that dream is as big as ever as she leads this women's basketball program.
Candy was always able to communicate. You know, you could tell she was going to be a winner. Just wasn't afraid of anything, liked any type of a challenge, and then did whatever she could to go for it. Never shied away from any opportunity, and then just a go-getter. She was always aggressively pursuing goals, and I think, and she had athleticism and talent, and she was really good at everything she did, but she obviously was really a good basketball player.
Before Candy Whitaker became the coach of the Lady Raiders, before she was even Candy Whitaker, Candy White was a young girl growing up in the basketball-crazed town of Canyon, Texas.
Basketball has given me every opportunity in my life, really. I mean, every time I've gotten to travel, it's been because of basketball. Growing up, we got in the car and drove. You know, basketball's taken me all around the world. The relationships I've built, I think the character and the strength I have has been built through basketball, been rebuilt through basketball.
Candy was in grade school. I don't remember what grade it was, but she was a little fireball. You know, she wasn't very big, but she definitely played tough, had a lot of spunk, and you could tell there was greatness in her.
Canyon is big time in the world of girls basketball, winning 19 state titles. But at its heart, it's a small town built on family and hard work.
We had chores, you know, we cleaned the house, you know, I worked on the farm. We were, you know, work ethic and that you have to work for things was instilled at a very early age.
I see that in kids, those that grow up on the farm and have to work as a young person, that does have a carryover into junior high and high school, and so she was part of that carryover, but she did a lot of stuff in basketball, and so I think her parents kept her busy. I'm sure she enjoyed that as she looks back at it.
My parents were not enablers in any way. You know, you dealt with your consequences, you know, and then there was understanding of how to get out in front of things and how to work for what you want.
That work ethic was very strong, and you couldn't work her hard enough. She was good. She was game for everything.
I feel really fortunate to have grown up in Canyon and been a part of Coach Lombard's program. Someone asked me the other day, this is my 16th year coaching. It was actually my 7-year-old. He asked me how long I played, and you know, and so we talked about, I started in 3rd grade, so 3rd through college, and then now I've coached 16 years, so the majority of my life has been about basketball.
We hope to motivate kids to go be their best and hey, pursue whatever you want to pursue, but go for it and be the best you can be at it. Use your God-given abilities, and you never know what might happen. You might end up being the coach at Texas Tech.
And Adam, when you look at that roster from last year's team, you have so many players come back that were influential for you last year. How do you feel like that makes a difference for your team as far as consistency goes?
Well, it's big time, especially when you have a leader like Rasay Caldwell back. She was the heart and soul of this team. Watch out for Brittany Brewer, though. We saw her emerge as a leader and obviously a playmaker on both ends of the floor last year. Both those players will kind of lead the rest of this group, hopefully to prominence.
Their exhibition game on November 5th, and so Lady Raider basketball is just around the corner. Still to come on Double T Insider, we'll let you know what else is happening on campus this week. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Double T Insider was brought to you in part by Plains Capital Bank. Bank with confidence. The Red Raider Club. Your support, their effort, our fearless champions. Texas Farm Bureau. Register today for your chance to deliver the game ball and receive a VIP experience at a Texas Tech home football game. Contest details available at texastech.com.
Welcome back into Double T Insider. A ton of events happening on campus this weekend as it is homecoming. Texas Tech football hosting Iowa State, kickoff at 11 o'clock for that game, but the homecoming parade has been moved to Friday night. There's a bonfire Friday night. So for all the information that you need on those homecoming festivities, just head on over to texastech.com.
Meanwhile, on the road, Texas Tech soccer heads to Morgantown, West Virginia to take on the Mountaineers this Thursday at 4 p.m. You can watch it live on ESPNU. Then right after that, they'll head to Ames, Iowa, where they'll face Iowa State Sunday at 1 p.m. Meanwhile, still on the road in Lawrence, Kansas, Texas Tech volleyball battling the Jayhawks this Saturday at 1 p.m. You can watch that one live on ESPN3. Let's see if Tony Greystone can take his show on the road.
That would be nice. Best of luck to Texas Tech volleyball. And don't forget, for all the information that you need for all of our sports here on campus, just go on over to texastech.com. For Adam Doyle, I'm Taylor Peters, and this has been Double T Insider. We'll see you right here, same place, same time next week.